Okay, welcome everybody to Menhaden Bait Company, and we are in Gil's kitchen again. And what are we doing today? All right. Looks like flour to me. Going to be making some carp bait, right? No, we're not. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you a way to make an attractant for fish. This is very effective, and I'm going to be demonstrating this out in the Gulf of Mexico in the next couple of days. It is May 2020. And what we're going to be doing today is, for lack of a better term, I'm going to call this Menhaden Mud. I'm going to be calling it Menhaden Mud. So that's what we're going to be making today. Everyone knows, or most saltwater fishermen know, that Menhaden oil is an extremely powerful attractant. One of the problems have always been is that once this stuff goes in the water, it dissipates so quick, it's just hard to keep around the hook, because most people just drip it over the side, attract topwater fish like kings and dolphin and stuff like that. But to get this stuff to the bottom, to attract other fish, becomes a bit of a challenge, but not anymore. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take Menhaden oil, we're going to mix it with flour, and we're going to make some mud, okay? And I'm going to, after I make this, I'm going to put it in our normal injector. I'll walk over here and get the one I'm going to be using. And then I'll be injecting the mud either as a primary bait in my wrap, or I'm going to be injecting it in there in combination with other baits, like maybe I got some shrimp in there or some squid, and I'm going to be using this Menhaden mud as an attractant. All right, so here we go. Well, how much do you put in there? Well, you're just going to have to eyeball this, You don't want to make it too thick. So I'm going to start with about that much. And I'll go from there, whether add or take away. If I need to put some more flour in there, it's just like you're cooking. Okay, I already know that I have put too much oil. That's way too oily. So I've got to go and get me some flour, so hang on. Okay, I'm back with some flour. I put way too much oil in there. So I'm going to add some flour. And that still is going to be too oily to do what I want it to do. But I'll get that in there. You're kind of getting an idea now why I call it mud. Get that in there. Put some more flour. We're not making Menhaden cookies here. We are making bait. Okay. Okay, starting to kind of look like peanut butter, doesn't it? Maybe I ought to call it Menhaden peanut butter. Nah, I got the word peanut in it. I'll stay with Menhaden mud. Okay, starting to get there. That's still a little bit too oily. Put some more flour in there. Stir that up. All right, that's about what you want. About like a little bit more. Not much more flour, but a little bit. Okay. Just a little bit thicker. Got to make sure it's not too thick, because it's got to pass through this, okay? Okay. Yeah, that's getting about right there. That's really about the consistency of peanut butter. Maybe a little bit looser. But I'm really going to mix that in there. And of course, what the flour is going to do is that's going to hold that oil, which means the oil is not going to dispense out into the water right away, just as soon as you put it in there. It's going to take a little bit longer for the oil. So it's kind of a time release, kind of like the cold tablets time release. It's kind of the same idea. You want that oil, the oil to leak out into the water a little bit slower, and mixing it with flour helps you do that. So okay, so we got the Menhaden mud. So now I'm gonna put it in my injector. And like I said, I'm not really going to be using this as a primary bait. What I'm using it for is as a fish attractant in my wrap. So I'll be using this because this is you can make this thicker if you want to. The thicker it gets, the harder it is to push through the syringe, the bait injector. But you kind of get the general idea of what I'm doing here. I may have put a little bit too much in there. I'm gonna take a little bit out. Okay. All right, so put the injector in there now. I gotta get that over here. Oh, my wife's gonna get mad at me if I get this Menhaden oil in her kitchen. But okay, so that's about right. Let's see, I got an air pocket in there. You don't want them air pockets. I'm gonna shake that down a little bit. Okay, now here we go. So you can see about how that's coming out. And what I'm gonna do is I'll inject that, I'll put some shrimp in a wrap or some squid or something like that. Then I'm gonna put this on top of it, okay? And this is gonna really disperse through the water a lot slower and be more effective. Now, one thing I discovered right away is that I wasn't using all of this stuff here in my syringe on one fishing trip, so this stuff was kind of setting up for a couple of days. It won't spoil. It's just flour and Menhaden oil. Neither one of those is going to spoil outside the refrigerator, no problem. But this is what I discovered after a couple of days. It kind of turns into Menhaden cake. So now, you might be thinking about a catfish bait now, or you can shape this, stick it in the wrap, and then that's going to form to the shape of the wrap, no problem. So you got Menhaden mud and you got Menhaden cake. Both of these are going to work, and I'm going to be trying them out and showing you that they're very effective. Okay, thanks for watching, and wish me luck on using Menhaden mud and Menhaden cake out there on the water, and we'll see how it does.